take you shopping, buckle, I'm in your tones.
To you, that's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I sun them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you pop this for me?
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero they'll get my baby 30,000. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah. 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 DJ Durrell.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I don't wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. With it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you broke them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my house like my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play, but the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. EA. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Former 49er, his first carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
High. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Hand off to high. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
77.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? What's up?
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Focus.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And some room to maneuver. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, Mayfield in trouble, and it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. After the penalty, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Hyde. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Back.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's got Rome. Bell a first down and then some. 34 yards there and a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Now Bell. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Snickers, 66. Jack, 16. Take 2 of them.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Snickers.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go!
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, now
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield. He's got his man. That's Landry. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
But with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Jack 16.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Mayfield. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. With it is Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete right side to McDonald.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And this is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Boswell's kick is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield gets it to Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Mayfield going up top. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You gotta spin. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jamie Collins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
4 down, check. 22, 44.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll buy some time right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Gonzalez to add the PAT. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check 26, check 26. 4 down.
Roethlisberger will throw. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Snickers, 66.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. 4 down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield now on second down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll give to Hyde. And an alley to run. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Detroit!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hurry up, here we go.
Mayfield now from the 50. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Watch it now, Barney!
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's go! Hey, we got 4.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, now.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Roethlisberger. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, that one fell incomplete. There, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. 23 yards on the play. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up on a former first-rounder, Artie Burns. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now the toss to Bell running right. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, good move. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He's back to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll look to throw. They go screen pass to Hyde. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Watching that, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. T.J. Watt, first-round pick a year ago there defensively for Pittsburgh.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Browns on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4 and 3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2 and 6 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
that's really necessary. Get the message like a secretary, boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator, fresh off of my hiatus. Y'all even all my haters, they skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them, let them out to anywhere, tell them you don't need matter. Yup, like in the Kango enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta, I can give a about a dog. Thing from a chat, so I count and set the numbers in the hood, do what I say, do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit, to hate that. 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, see me outside when you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown get down with a on me and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenged with the running man. I was challenged with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, yeah, I got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if I catch gon' go see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot when bought it. Call case with the case and a phone. They will watch you give it that. I live today rapping back, catching them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We'll go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left.
We to the man, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stun till you up that jewelry, that money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll, keep it been to you. Don't nobody care about it, don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got a problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put seat wheels on the Range Rover. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top till I move over. Modern day Tupac in a new hover. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady deck and clown. We chasing meals so we can put that down. Top, but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real, what veteran. What academy. He still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. You better watch it, partner, you ain't from around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what I kept. Trap music, all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you act stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music, all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad little got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm tortured. Had the fish on my teeth, I went porcelain. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no screens attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, it can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, it can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got a bonus, I sold out the show. Got a, like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.
My body, I got been somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in club with no warning, take care of the money, they swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mo.
Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm envelope. And you know I'm never lacking. Gotta do it. That's up in traffic. Water on my paddock. In automatic. I drink water when I'm fasting. Use a hands, get me and I can't have it. Boy, I'm far from average. Better wait your turn, better get it.
Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another.
Tryna spend the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Got a, like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. 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 Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, no it. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. Get no love where I ain't from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah. Chill. Yeah.
out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout, bought the game, all brand new chain. Ice, swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah, them boys fool you trying to do it, bring it. I do, don't want no, they pull up with that. It's times 3, this how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs than PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, gotta. Yeah. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swing doors now. Smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game. Had to ice the game. So much ice. Too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud. Freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off. We've been on.
Hide and go seek. It's the coach, and this is the NFL.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 points. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And my eyes immediately go to Mike Evans. 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons to begin his career. His numbers may have dropped a little bit in 2017, but he commands respect from every defense with his height and his ability to run downfield and make a big catch.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey. Ready. Blue ready. Where's that?
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go play action. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
All right, here we go. 3-19.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here's big. Now a run with Hyde. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The numbers on the ground for Hyde last week. 17 carries, 71 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
At linebacker is Joe Schobert, a 4th-round pick from Wisconsin in 2016, who ended up tied for 2nd in the NFL in tackles last season and became an unlikely Pro Bowler for the first time.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Mayfield down, and he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They pitch it out to Hyde. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by George Iloka. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mayfield now on second down. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Noah Spence in on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. His first down. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing, Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, Mayfield. Flush to it. The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And a good effort on the return there, gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the
He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
To throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the second quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank.
Illegal touching, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Evans has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And break, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
It's right around the 6. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On play action, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 3rd down, Winston. call it a gain of 5. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A first down throw for Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Hyde. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Here's Humphries. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll go again to Jones. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready? Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Going deep here for Landry. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ready, go. Blue lady.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Even though that's an incompleted pass, shouldn't we give a whole lot of credit to the offensive line?
Yet again, time in the pocket to throw. Time and time again, we have seen that. You're right, the O-line winning the battle in the trenches. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal.
Ready. Blue ready.
Jameis to throw it. And that is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Three touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it.
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A 10th carry for Hyde. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And Callaway taking it in left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. That's complete. It's Gordon. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Mitch Unrein able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Mayfield down, and that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Over the middle to Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
Hey, let's get it converted.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready? Blue ready.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the Browns getting set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they'll get under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mitch Unrein in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Try to get it to Landry there.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
The give is to Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brett Grimes. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the gun, Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. In for the score. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Mayfield now on 2nd down. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Gerald McCoy in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. 2nd down, Mayfield. And for the throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
1st down, Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Noah Spence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
4 down, 4 down. 25, check 25, check 25.
Mayfield on 1st down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home, all right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ready.
A give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Bucs on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They're pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, man? Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. When she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a... These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a... In jail I had... I make you cut off the... Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I'm spending 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you. Rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's time.
I got that check into golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check into golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student felon. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. I swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Whip that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring it. I do. Don't want no. They pull up with they. It's times 3. This how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Real flash. Cash in the walls. Hollow. Your money too small. Micro. Huncho on the call. Gotta. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game. Had to ice the game. So much ice, too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud. Freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up. Guess I'm homegrown. Well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics for that baby wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a leg with till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
All set. Race with the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Moved out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. This ain't diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape. Up and down the interstate, yeah, we really touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when them prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I said, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I said, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium.
linoleum. They jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I made 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back.